welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well and happy Friday to you all. So I recorded this video on Wednesday after I did my live and my phone ran out of storage and therefore the video got corrupted. So I'm having to record it all over again. So these are my completed pages for January 2023. And I'm just going to get started. So the first one for the month was from Hannah Carson's Seasons. And I went with a snowy themed page. And it was this Fallen Stars perfume bottles. And I really like the way it came out. The background is Neocolor 2s with some enchanted shimmer in blue over the top. So I think you can probably see kind of the shimmery effect of that. Then we've got some Calero Blue Pearl paint on the perfume bottle here. Lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid, Black Widow pencils, liquid pearls on these bit here. And then I put some Winsor & Newton white paint spatters in the background as well. And I think it came out the way I was expecting it to. Really like this page. Really happy with it. I think it looks really pretty. So yeah, and there's a bit of stickles on here as well, just around the candle. So yeah, that was from Hannah Carson's Seasons. Then I did this one in Hannah Lynn's Enchanted Faces, and I really struggled to get a good picture of this, so it hasn't gone on my Instagram. But this is, I think it's a Star in the Sky or something like that. I can't remember what this one's called. But lots and lots of stickles in the hair. I went for a completely different kind of hair colours than I normally do. It's Arteza Everblend alcohol markers with Arteza Expert over the top and some Brut Funa macarons. Pentel Dual Hybrid, there's some of that on the Silvery Star. Posca pen for the white dots in the sky and lots of stickles. And I think she looks really pretty. So yeah, there's some stickles in her eyelashes as well, which I quite enjoyed doing. So yeah, really like that, the way that turned out and the colour combination. So that was from Hannah Lynn's Enchanted Faces. Next one is from Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest, and there's lots of Johanna Basford hashtags at the moment. JI Colorist is doing one from January to June. I think there was another one in January, I can't remember. But I did this one from Enchanted Forest. And I got away from my green for the leaves and my brown for the trunk. So that was really nice. I went for kind of turquoise, purples and pinks. This was coloured with Polychromos pencils. Some Calero watercolour paints for like the shimmery leaves in the trees. Some Sakura Jelly Roll for the trunk. There's stickles. There's Pentel Dual Hybrid. And the background is a silky gel crayon background with some stickles, glitter glue as well. And I glued on these confetti flowers, although some of them have fallen off. But I don't think that necessarily matters. I've got the picture that I needed. So yeah, so that was from Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford. And I haven't done any in that one for a while. Then there was some dragon hashtags dragon hashtags this month on Instagram as well. So I got out my Lulu Mayo A Million Magical Creatures and I did this page. I spilt paint there, it's really annoying. So I coloured this with I think it was Black Widow pencils. Oh no, Polychromos pencils. Calero watercolour paints, and I think this is Art Spirits watercolour paint in golden. Then I decided these little people would be blue. There's lots of stickles, there's lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid, stickles on the purple mountains, and on like the path. And I saw this as a kind of yellow brick road from the Wizard of Oz for some reason. And then the background is Magic Fly acrylic paint in like a yellow and an orange mixed together. And I really like the vibrancy of that page, and I like the shimmer and the sparkle, and I kind of limited myself to a palette, which was also quite nice and fun. But I struggle with pencils in these books, but I'm going to go back to trying Black Widow, as I saw somebody using them in the other day. So yeah, really happy with how that one turned out, and it's so super cute. That was A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Then also this month was a hashtag cats do people things. So I got Minor Isa Dirk Asian out because I remembered there was an amazing cat page in this book. And it's this one with all the cats doing yoga. And I just thought it was so, so cute. And so this I coloured with Arteza Expert pencils. There's some Brute Food and macarons. Lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid. Each cat has got a bit of Pentel Dual Hybrid sparkle on it. I think the grass I did with Derwent Inktense. There's some Enchanted Shimmer on the water and the rocks. Sakura Jelly Roll Glaze, so the black in the temple. Some stickles on the clouds. I did a pencil background. I had lots and lots of fun with this page, and I love the vibrancy of it. And I think you guys seem to quite like it on Instagram as well. So, yeah. Reese Berman's Minor Isa Dirk Asian. Then my daughter wanted to do some colouring in Matchstick Mouse Christmas because she got this book for Christmas as well. So I tried to find the most non-Christmassy page I could find. And I went with this one. And I coloured this with my usual Arteza Everblend alcohol markers. I went over with Arteza Expert. There's some glossy accents on the eyes. I don't know if you can quite see that. And some stickles in his little bobble hat. And again, I really like the kind of colour combinations I got with the alcohol markers. And I like the colour combos for the pine cones. And I just had a lot of fun. And my daughter really likes his little book as well. I think he's just so cute. I think it's a she. I always call it a he. But yeah, so that was Morgan O'Brien's A Christmas Colouring Book. Then for Christmas, my brother bought me Molly Harrison's Big Fantasy Colouring Book in Grayscale, Book 2. And again, I used this for the dragon hashtag. And I did this one. And I had a lot of fun with this. I wanted a really big contrast between the dragon and the fairy. So lovely, beautiful red dragon with lots of sparkle on the wings. And then I did put very light turquoise on the dress and on the wings, but you can barely notice it. And again, lots of stickles on her dress. Then this rocks is all polychromos, and this is polychromos. Then the sky is TB Silky Gel Crayon, and then some Stickles Glitter Glue in Solar Flare, which is like gold glitter with stars in, which I really, really like. Yeah, so I really, really like that. I did put an acrylic top coat on the dragon to make it shimmer even more, but it didn't seem to work very well. So I don't know what happened there. But yeah, really, really like that. Looking forward to doing more in this book. The illustrations are amazing. The grayscale just works so amazingly well. So yeah, looking forward to doing more in this. And I've got book 1 as well. And that went towards Lavella's colouring Colour Your Hoard in January. Then I kind of went a bit mad with dragons this month. I did something out of Hannah Lynn's Mermaids, Fairies and Other Girls of Whimsy. And I did this one. I found this one really difficult for some reason. I think it's because I couldn't quite work out what the clouds were, what was rocks, and working out what all the elements were. But I like my contrast of my turquoise against my orange for the dragon. I like my fairy with some stickles in her hair. There's Arteza Everblend alcohol markers with Arteza Expert over the top. There's some Enchanted Shimmer acrylic top coat on the water in blue with some Posca to make it look a bit more magical. And I've also put some of that on the dragon as well. And I like the way this turned out, actually. Bright and colourful. Pretty fairy. Yeah. I do like Hannah Lynn's books. I think I prefer kind of the larger type images like these ones rather than the ones with lots of background, but I do like it and I'm looking forward to doing more. Then I did another one in Angela Gonzalez's Happy Cat Sweet Colours, and I had a mare with this page. So most of this is coloured with Arteza Expert pencils, except for I based the Stone Road in Arteza Everblend alcohol markers. So it looks as though I did the road and the grass and the sky actually in Everblend markers. And my alcohol marker kind of was virtually running out by the time I finished. I had to keep shaking it. I think you can see that probably in the bicycle rings is where it's really bad. But yeah, I ordered another one. Unfortunately, they don't seem to sell. my type of alcohol markers as open stock. They sell the Arteza Everblend open stock, but they don't sell the Arteza Everblend Ultra open stock. And annoyingly enough, the colours don't match up. So I'm having to look at the colour charts to look at what colours are close to the ones I've got. Luckily, I managed to order this colour and it is an identical match. And I just got another one yesterday, which is very, very close to another one that I needed. So I'm doing well so far. But yeah, so this is, there's glossy accents on the eyes, there's pentel jewel hybrid, scattered in places on the flowers, polychromos, Arteza, pretty much everywhere else. So yeah, I really like these cute little pictures. They seem to be quite seasonal. I did a Christmas one. It's pumpkins. I'm sure there'll be a Valentine's Day one somewhere. But yeah, I like these little books. They're very cute. Then I did the cake page in Johanna Basford's World of Wonder, and I've been saving this page for a long time. Too scared to do it for fear of messing it up. I finally did it and plucked up the courage. And I love the way the cakes have turned out. Not so keen on the little circles that I've put in behind the cakes. I like the bunting. I like all the colours I've used. I think my favourite cake's this one. And I quite like the purpley one as well. But I used Polychromos pencils, Brut Funa macarons, lots and lots of acrylic paint pen all over the kind of cake stands, outlines of the cakes to get rid of the black lines, pentel jewel hybrid, and lots of stickles. And I really, really like the way it turned out. I drew in the shelves myself. Yeah, really happy with the way that it turned out. Kind of as I envisaged. And weirdly enough, I didn't realise how much I enjoyed colouring cakes and ice creams and food. So yeah, lot of fun. And that's from Johanna Basford's World of Wonder. Then I was really craving doing something from Mel Pomini Chatsiopanagiotu's Circle of Life. So I decided there was a hashtag about magical books. So I decided to do the book page in here. And I had trouble when I recorded this the other day trying to find the page. And it's next to my box. There we go. And I bought some Albrecht Dürer Faber-Castell pencils and tried them out for the first time on this page. And I have to say I absolutely loved them. So I based most of this with Albrecht Dürer. The water is actually a CSY watercolour paint. It's like an ocean set. And I really like the way that turned out. And the pigment is really lovely. And I really like the way that the Albrecht Dürer kind of I could use them with my main Polychromos pencils. The colours are exactly the same. So you know there'll be a colour match when you kind of blend them together. But yeah, and I really like the way the Albrecht Dürer, you can use them dry, you can activate them, you can go over them dry again, and it doesn't feel scratchy. It's just really, really nice. So I really enjoyed that, and I'll definitely be using them in other things as well. So yeah, really enjoyed that page. Love the way it's come out. Really, really happy. So yeah, that was my book page from Circle of Life. And I think I've forgotten to put some wax paper back in my cake page. I just need, I'll put that back in there. Right, then I did something from Hannah Lynn's Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls, and I did the Tin Girl. And I had fun with this. This was a very quick colour at the weekend. Arteza Everblend alcohol markers with Arteza Expert pencils over the top. Then I used a Sakura Jelly Roll Metallic to go over the black lines and give them all a bit of a shimmer. Posca pen for the dots in the background in the sky. And that was pretty much it. It was very limited colour palette and exactly what I wanted it to be. But I really like the way she turned out. I love the purple against the silver. And I just think she's really cute. So that was Hannah Lynn's Sweet and Simple Whimsy Girls. I love the pocket size. I just love the pocket size of these. It just makes it... If you want something simple and you don't want to have to think about it, these are just perfect for that. Then I was on a bit of a roll at the weekend and I decided to colour something from Rita's Winter book. It might well be the last one for me this season out of this book. And I coloured this lovely bird page. And I saw this as an apple. So that's what it is. And I coloured this with Arteza Expert pencils, lots of Pentel Dual Hybrid on the bottom and some Sakura Jelly Roll Metallic. I got some Pentel Dual Hybrid on the Robin, I made him a Robin. And then I got Silky Gel Crayons in the background. And then I used some Deco Art Galaxy Glitter in Silver Moon just to give it a bit of a sparkle. And I put some of that on the icicles as well. But yeah, quite a subtle background for me, but I really liked it. And I love the way the bird has come out. So yeah, that was from my Winter Spazio Gang by Rita Berman. And then my final page for the month is from Hannah Carzon's Magical Dawn. And this was very quick for me. Can't believe how quick it was. And I got the inspiration from this from Passionista Colorista on Instagram. I saw her version and I loved it. So this is mine. And this is, I did the background first, which again is quite unusual for me. It's chalk pastel in the background. And then I went over it with Deco Art Galaxy Glitter and Silver Moon to kind of seal it. Then the pencil work is all Black Widows. And then there's lots of Pentel Dual Hybrids on the perfume bottles, which is what all the sparkle is. And I like the colour combos I've used here as well. I got in a real mess with the chalk pastels, as you can probably imagine. But I really like the way it's come out. There's a bit of transference on this page, but not much. So yeah, thank you Passionista Colorista for the inspiration. Yeah. So that's it. I did 14 pages this month, which for me is above average. I normally do around 13. And that's it. My favourite video of the month. So I hope you all have a good February, colouring whatever you are doing. There's lots and lots and lots of prompts and hashtags this month. So that's all good fun. I look forward to seeing you again soon. I did do a live the other day for part 3 of my colour along in Rooms of Wonder. So do check that out, and we will be completing that in the month of February. So thank you very much for watching. See you all again soon. Bye.